being the belt, having the belt and all that's good enough. But I mean, right now, my picture, I need success. I want to be successful for my family. I want to be able to look after my family and give them the best I can. And, just winning the belt isn't enough. I go and lose that belt and start going downhill from there. That ain't going to look after them. We're going to be struggling again. And I ain't going to accept that. There's no way I'm accepting.
Yeah, for sure. And does that sort of tie into sort of post competitive career? Do you sort of have plans about what you want to do then, or is it more of it'll probably be a natural, I guess, unfolding with, all the stuff you're talking about and that you're doing? But yeah,
it is. Obviously that's in our minds. Like we need to, so right now I'm lucky I've got good people around me to help me with that as well. So again, I was, as I say, like I didn't have the knowledge, and I've always had the hard work, and that's why I got to where I am. But now I need to look ahead, because as I told you, like as fighters, like we ain't going to be in this sport forever. Athletes, you're not going to be in this sport forever. So what is after that? And again, getting that GOAT status, building your brand as much as you can, so you can work off that. But at the same time, we're still working and learning so much, and obviously being smart with, like right now, again, like you're trying to be smart with what money I've got, and like little things like that, and obviously having the right people around you, and doing training in certain areas and things like, what I mean? So it's definitely something that you need to have it. And I didn't know this, but I mean, in the last couple of years, it's something that has been drilled into me, and now I totally understand. It's something that I've got my eyes on, and that's again, there's another goal for me. Not a goal; it's just never ending. There's no end goal. It's just we're gonna keep pushing it and make ourselves better each day, however we can.
Yep, and there's no end goal in anything. It's about exactly, keep growing and improving. And I mean, you'll be able to help so many people through all the stuff that you've done in your own life. Like you're helping me through, just listening to you today, and I know anyone listening to this will get massive benefit out of it. So there'll be so many things that come out of it. And just to sort of wrap up, we've got closing questions that we finish each episode with. But before that, I mean, you're a professional athlete, so I'm sure there's a lot of things, but we ask most of the people, what are sort of healthy things that you do every day for yourself that you can sort of recommend to, anyone listening that just wants to, try and improve their mental and physical well-being? What do you have some sort of, I mean, again, I'm sure it's a pretty extreme level because you're a professional athlete, but a couple of things you could give as advice to someone listening?
Yeah, well, I think we were touching on things. So something that the little goals that I was talking about, I believe that's something, that's a message that I feel like helps me and can help, is the fact that, on a day, like if we have little goals that we want to set, and obviously if we don't get all them goals, don't let it get to you. But at the same time, whether it is, all right, me eating a healthy meal for me, right? Because again, I'm going to talk in my experience. For me, eating a breakfast was a nice, healthy meal. Tick. There's a goal. You know what I mean? I want to get to the gym. I don't want it, but I'm going to go. Boom, tick, got it. At the end of the day, these are little goals. I push myself to it. Some of them I didn't get to do them, but I made up for it here. Tick the goals. At the end of the day, all right. You know what I mean? I feel better. So just one thing, like I say, is again, don't set these massive goals. Have big goals, but I mean, on the day, keep yourself busy, keep your mind busy through things that will help you. Because again, I notice, I feel like I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love food. Yeah. So I want to eat, but I mean, after I eat a bit, and then say if I put on a bit of weight, that's going to make things harder for me. Going into camp and things like that. So at the end of the day, it's it might be a short happiness, but I mean, it ain't going to be happy for me in a couple of weeks, So the end happiness isn't there. So, like these things that, again, like there's going to be a little bit of adversities during the day. But if you can get through these little goals, I guarantee at the end of the day, at the end of the week, you're going to be a happier person because you bettered yourself and you're going to feel better. That's something that works for me. And hopefully, if I explain that well enough for people to understand where I'm going with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, that's a really important message for anyone listening. Break things down. Don't overwhelm yourself. Have the bigger end goal, but look at what are the little things I can do daily to just better myself. And also, when you are, looking at doing something that might give you that short-term gratification, think about, well, is that going to help me longer term? And I think it's really powerful what you've said there. And before I go into these closing questions, for if people want to buy your book or learn more about you, etc., and I'll put in the show notes links to it, but